Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give praises to Yahawashi Rakah Hakodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone who taught us the truth. While Shalom to you, Akim, that puts the word across the four corners of this globe with our truth and sincerity. Bahasham Rakah Hakodash. And this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse Verse 11, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned, who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. This is pretty much, a continuance of, the lesson I did on pretty much, how Yahawashi is using these celebrities, and as of right now, other than, Kanye West, now, the hot topic is, dealing with, Kyrie Irving, and pretty much how you had, these Jake sellouts, fucking Charles Barkley and, Stephen A. Smith and Shaq, all get up on, the podium, and pretty much, anytime it comes to NBA, which, first and foremost, Jake love basketball, and Jake is all tuned into the the sports and whatever, and and primarily for the NBA, these these Jakes right now, that's the talk show hosts, whatever, the Shaq and Ernie and Charles Barkley and all them, you know they pretty much are like the face of like the whole the whole post games and the pre-game shows and all that, and the shit that they were saying was pretty much just calling Kyrie idiot and this and that, but see, at the end of the day, the Lord is using these the Lord is the ultimate chess player, man. He's causing this to happen. And what this is happening is furthering, shining light, upon this truth, man. And which is pretty much, these coons, these sellouts, they're pretty much being told to just bash or what, the points that Kyrie is saying, and pretty much, a recent interview on Kyrie. Which I forgot, like, pretty much like the most of the stuff what he said. And pretty much he was saying, no, it's like the reporters are asking him, if do you feel sorry, and pretty much on the so-called the anti-SEM statements that you were pointing out, and pretty much, and what Kyrie was saying, he said, I can't be anti-SEM, if I know where I come from. So, hey, man, Jake is waking up, man, and him saying that, what does that mean? That pretty much, pretty much, that means what it means, that, how can I be, anti myself if I also come from, the line of Shem, which Esau, he's trying to, use that ignorance, because people ain't doing their research, man, he's trying to, play on that ignorance to just, to just fucking blackball and this and that. But nonetheless, man, Jake is waking up, and Jake is, inquiring into what it is that, more history and more deep, and doing research into what it is that these Jakes are saying, Ye and, Kyrie and many more celebrities. Pretty much the Lord is ultimately the one that shined the light, upon this truth. But majority, are not, coming in through a straight gate, man. It doesn't matter if you call yourself an Israelite, man. And that's pretty much the reason why I broke up with this. I broke out with this a quick precept in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. And right now, this truth, is further more, coming to the faces, the forefront of our people, man. Like, this is it right here. Is you gonna cleave onto what it is, the bullshit that you were taught in this world, or, you know, when the time of truth was approached in front of you, is you gonna take heed, and show forth repentance, and turn to your power, man, and cleave into Yahawashi Is The Door. But see, you don't know that the things that you've been taught growing up in this world, of the standpoints of Esau, he taught you how to, understand the Bible. He taught you, his standpoints of history. That he fucking whitewashed everything. And you're going off the ideology, off of him, or these different religions. You don't know that the Lord, sent you these strong delusions, man. To the point to where truth, has come, right in front of you. In that very moment that you, chose to scoff or actually took, the time to humble down and listen, was to know, if you were gonna do, either of those things. And majority of our people are choosing to scoff and not take heed, but rather cleave into their unrighteousness, man, and believe not the truth. Therefore, they are all damned, man. And this, man, and this whole situation that's going on, man, it goes to show you how close we are to the end. And this is truly of Yahawashi Is The Door because he's speeding up the times. More and more, Jake, man, there's no more excuse, man. The Lord has touching, both worlds of the entertainment. Jake is in the music. He used the very notable, fucking multi-Grammy winning, fucking billionaire Jake, famous Kanye West, and Jake that's into sports, he used your favorite, the most, debatable, top point guards in the NBA as of today, Kyrie Irving. Everybody knows Kyrie Irving. Everybody knows, Kanye. And all these different celebrities that's calling themselves to be Israelites. There's no excuse for Jake, man. And it goes to show you how close we are to the end. Because the Lord did say that when this gospel shall be preached in all the world, then shall the end come. This is Matthew 24. Verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. The gospel of the kingdom, and the kingdom is a people before it's a place. The kingdom of the Most High is within you. And through this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of knowing who we are, we make up the people, man. It's like the kingdom, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, you Native Americans. Knowing, that you are the chosen people of the Most High, Yahshua Allah, knowing that you are a prince of the power. And when this knowledge is spread forth throughout all the corners of the earth, of the world, for a witness unto all nations, then the end is gonna come. And truly, everybody's witnessing this thing, man. The nations are witnessing it. Mainly Esau, and mainly Amalek. He's offended because he knows it's true. The lies are being, upskirted, so to speak. And he knows, and him doing this backlash and putting all this heat, it's making, your deception even more, not believable, so to speak, man. You're making your situation even more worse because more and more Jake are inquiring like, why are these guys, catching all this hell, and some Jakes just, most Jakes just don't even give a fuck, you're just gonna keep on, going about their day. But more and more Jakes are just like, why are these guys, just catching all this hell for something that they just said, and just nigga, using his, his platforms, to say these things, and he's losing all his endorsements, all that. Kyrie, he gets suspended, even though he apologized, whatever. You donated 500 fucking thousand, fucking $500,000 and shit. You denied it. So Jake's, so they catch on this hell, and Jake is wondering like, what is it that they said that's greatly offended him? And that's how you know that who's in power, to who you shouldn't speak against. But see, This is why the Lord has reserved the prophets, you know, to stand up in these last days that have nothing to lose, that's not embedded with these, with these devils, so and they're calling their ass out exactly for who the fuck they are, and that they are truly not the people, man, and see, and this truth is going, expose all the way into the end, before this whole enterprise is destroyed, man. And truly, we are in the end, man. But the main point is going back to 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. So right now the Lord's trying everybody's mind, man. All Jake's mind throughout the world. There's no excuse that you do not hear this thing, man. Either you take heed to where it is, that you've been warned that you are the people, repent, or suffer these judgments that's coming, or not, and find out, shit, fucking find out, man. You're gonna realize, the fear of Yahawashi, that truly the Lord exists, and truly, that these are the people, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the true people of the Lord. But see, it's not just, acknowledging yourself to be an Israelite, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to come through the straight gate, man. See, a lot of Jakes are waking up to this thing, but a lot of Jakes ain't coming through the straight gate, man. The Lord said that He is the way, man. This is John chapter 10. Verse 1, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. So yeah, you got Jakes waking up, Jakes that's, acknowledge themselves, that's finding out to who they are, it's calling, upon, well, yeah, you still got Jakes that's calling upon Most High Christ blessed, Yahweh, Yeshua, whatever, but they ain't calling upon the true names, they ain't, coming in full circle, man, you may got Jakes that, that know the Israelites, but they ain't knowing about the MOTB, They don't know what to do. When this thing begins, to be made mandatory. Nor actually know the breakdowns of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So Jake is just a surface level. Just yeah. I'm from the tribe of Judah. Levi, whatever. But not coming through the straight gate. Which is Yahawashi, man. Verse 2, But he that entereth in by the door is a shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice, and the stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of a stranger. Verse 7, Then said Yahawashi unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but sheep did not hear them. But the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. So, Jake going up some other way, other than, the straight gate of Yahawashi, y'all gonna be cast out into outer darkness, man. Just like the rest of the fucking world, man. You're gonna be numbered amongst, the rest of the fucking, abominable ass niggas out here, man. The fucking trannies, the, adulterers and whoremongers and, the fucking sorcerers, niggas selling dope, the fucking murderers, you're gonna be numbered amongst them all, man. Because Yahawashi is the only way, man. And the Lord, truly His Spirit is, but is bestowed upon, starting with the elders and apostles at Great Millstone on down, to our elder bishops, on down to the brethren, and brethren that are pushing the like doctrine, coming in the same spirit. That's truly the straight gate, man. Which the Lord is only dealing with His election, man. Only the elect are the ones that's going to come in full circle and, not just be a surface Israelite, not just be just yeah, I'm an Israelite, that's it, and then got fucking dreadlocks, tattoos, and still smoking weed. That's the majority of our people. Jake found out the Israelites and are not coming in a straight gate. But see, the actual truth is brought before you. And Jake is gonna cleave, to their unrighteousness and take pleasure in it. So they damned. But see, once again, this is why only the elect, are going to take heed to this. And what the Lord is doing, but with this whole controversy, is drawing in the attention of the elect, nonetheless. More and more Jakes are waking up, but really the elect are waking up. It's gonna draw in the elect, and they're gonna, the Spirit's gonna guide them, and they're gonna be, hooked, man. And take heed all the way into the end. But yeah, that's basically the main points that I want to bring up for this lesson, man. Slow willing that all your brothers and sisters find this edifying. Until next time, I say shalom.